Now, the Father, we make an intercession for the children of Israel. He gave his life to redeem us back to the Heavenly Father. It says in Romans chapter 28, verse 68, that no man was violent, and no man not believe without impressing the right hand like how shall go man. That he make the intercession for us in the name of faith for our share. In the name of God, the doctrine, the Holy Spirit, and we give to all, to be with the children of the elect of the house of Israel, to wake up to who we are, and to acknowledge our sins towards the Heavenly Father and His Son, and to repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, how about come back to the place. Double 100% possible else, great else, those repent to the world, teaching them, preaching the truth, all over worldwide. Coming back into another lesson, and I pray that the lesson is edified. We're going to go in this lesson, we're going to talk about Molech. And we heard in the Old Testament, about Molech, and Yahweh commanded, through a certain oath of our people, that we should allow our children to pass through the fire with Molech. Which, if you understand, that there was a heathen custom, for the battle of Eden, and what they did was they sacrificed their children unto Molech. Make a child sacrifice. And that's what you see going on today, because the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun. And when you understand the scriptures, and when you understand what's going on, these same practices that were back then, they're still going on today. And Yahweh Shah, he frowned upon that practice, the sacrifice of the children that you see going on today. That's the reason why you brothers and sisters die in this truth. You know what I'm saying? We got to constantly watch as well as pray, not only for ourselves, but we need to watch as well as pray for our children. Because you have this devil, he's running rampant, and the devil he's out to destroy everything. And what you see going on, especially in the rings of Hollywood, you hear about a lot of children being abducted. A lot of children disappearing. But we all know that there's a lot of these children is being sacrificed, for their power that's on the left hand side. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Because these devils, they're calling on their enchantment. They calling upon their witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? To try to stop going forward. You know what I'm saying? To try to stop this truth from failing. Yahweh said, stand out now without enchantments. Roughly paraphrase. These devils are using all types of sorcery, all types of witchcraft, and all types of enchantments to trying to keep the children of Israel from letting the elect of Israel, under a deep sleep, in a deep sleep, in a dead state, because they know if we don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shah, we are wandering in the congregation of the dead, as the Bible speaks of it. And I pulled up this from Wikipedia, and going to see what really goes into Molech. You know what I'm saying? And Molech is being practiced heavily here in Babylon the Great. And what does it mean? Molech is a name or a term that appears several times in the Hebrew Bible, primarily in the book of Leviticus. The Bible strongly condemns practice associated with Molech, which appears to have included into the child sacrifice. You see, and that's pretty much what it is. You sacrifice your children unto this wicked and perverse generation. You know what I'm saying? And you got child sacrifices that go on in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And it's very known. Why is they doing that? Because they want to, keep our people in a dead state. In a dead state, to stay ignorant and not to wake up to who we are. So these people, all these champions, you sacrifice their children. You even have our people, they sacrifice their loved ones, especially when you are a celebrity. They require a sacrifice for you to even get the fame and fortunes that they have, man. And they say, you have people down to sacrifice their children. They sacrifice their loved ones as well. You even have some people go as far as sacrificing their parents because they want their fame, they want their fortune, and they want their money, and they want to have that fame and that attention by any means necessary. And realize at the end that they made the worst mistake that they ever made, by sacrificing their loved ones for fame and fortune. So what, saying, the question you might ask is it really worth it? It's really not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it because of the fact of the matter is that these riches and these fame and fortune is corrupted on this side, man. You know what I'm saying? And the champions that is being used are trying to be used against the children of Israel. It's not working. You know what I'm saying? And Molech is basically, in a nutshell, child sacrifice. Children being sacrificed on the altar. You know what I'm saying? If money is what they do, when they sacrifice a child, you know what I'm saying, or anybody gets sacrificed, they take out their organs. You know what I'm saying? And these devils, they wanted eternal life, on the left-hand side. And these devils want to live longer. And they do that by, taking out the organs from the children of Israel. These so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? And in practice, it's frowned upon by Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And Yahweh does not take pleasure in that. You sacrificing your child, sacrifice your loved one for the sake of fame and fortune and all these things. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is you profaning the temple of Yahweh Shem Al-Shah, and the scripture tells us that we should profane our temple, which is our bodies, because Yahweh Shem Al-Shah, if we live righteous, to dwell among us in our temple. Man. You understand the scriptures. Understand that fact that we make our bodies a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. You know what I'm saying? We don't sacrifice our loved ones, or sacrifice our body, for the cares of this life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Bible, in the scriptures, if you do that, sacrifice to the god Molech, you know what I'm saying, basically child sacrifice, the scriptures say that you will get put to death. You know what I'm saying, in the Old Testament. And this is Leviticus chapter 18, and this is verse 21. And it said, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. You know what I'm saying? we had our people, would sacrifice their children unto Molech, to their false to a false god. You know what I'm saying? To trying to basically appease that fake God, man. You know what I'm saying? And you had people believe in the powers of those false gods. And just like Yahweh Shemi Yahushua require a sacrifice of us, meaning that, the sacrifice is us giving ourselves to him. These false gods require a sacrifice. Even Esau him working his witchcraft and his magic on the left hand side. Or for you to get that fame and that fortune, you got to require a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is usually in blood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of celebrities, they'll allow their whole families to be killed. They allow cousins to be killed, and so on and so forth, man. Why? Because it's all in the name of fame and fortune. They're sacrificing to their God on the left-hand side, man. You know what I'm saying? To try to achieve fame and success, in order to do that, you got to sacrifice one of your loved ones, somebody that's near and dear unto you. As the scripture says, don't let any of your seed, which talking to the Israelites, pass through the fire of Molech, meaning that you should not sacrifice your children, unto a strange God, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have some people say, oh, you saying that, but you see Abraham about to offer Isaac as a sacrifice. That's different, because Yahweh Shem Al-Shah told Abraham to do so. But they were all in testing Abraham's faith, man. Because Yahweh already knew that Abraham was going to do it to appease Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? Yahweh asked Abraham to do so, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to test his faith and see where he won't stand at. And Abraham was going to actually do it, but, an angel, how about Shem Al-Shah, told her, don't lay your hand upon the child. And that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? But this is a wicked act, because this is when you give your child, you sacrifice your child to these false gods, man. You you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a real bad position, because y'all about Shem outside, but it's a jealous power, man. He said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's reading in Exodus chapter 20, roughly around the second verse. That we should have no other gods before him, because he's a jealous power. And, we're going to sacrifice our bodies to Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. Not to no other God, meaning that, we ain't going to, that not mean that you require to start cutting yourself and all that stuff. That's not the sacrifice we're talking about. The sacrifice what we're talking about, which we got to clear things up for Jake, is forsaking his lifestyle, forsaking his world, forsaking the wicked vibration of this world, and living for Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. Not, what I'm saying? It ain't talking about you cutting your flesh and all this other stuff. That's not what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, he strongly tells our people, don't give your seed, don't sacrifice your children to another God, man. And it ain't always necessarily a physical sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You can spiritually sacrifice your child to another God, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this, but you got a lot of families sacrifice their children to to separate, man, to fake white man Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that you bow down to the white man Jesus, you sacrificing yourself to him, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very wicked act. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you allow your child to be baptized under that false name, you sacrificing your child to Molech, really much. You know, you probably like that. Nah, I ain't. Well, yes, you will. You sacrifice to a false God, man. And, you know what I'm saying? And what does the scripture say about that? Leviticus chapter 20, verse 2. And it reads, again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, this particular Israelites, so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the stranger that sojourn in Israel, and giving any of his seed to Molech, you know, child sacrifice, like you sacrifice somebody to Molech, to a strange God, he shall surely be put to death, and the people of the land shall stone them with stones. And it was a very serious battle. You know what I'm saying? When you sacrifice somebody or you sacrifice your child to another strange God, man. Yeah, how about Shimon, how shall requires that, man? You know, they got put to death. You know, because it's a very serious offense to y'all by Shimon Shah. And that caused a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Caused a lot of people to sin against the Most High. And that's an abomination towards Yahweh Shimon Shah. Let's get that in Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 25. And it reads, and they build the high place of Baal, you know, a false god, which are in the body of the sons of Hinnom. To cause their sons and daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech, which I command them not. Now it came into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. And you know what I'm saying? In the Most High, basically saying that, you know, they sacrifice their children to a strange God, man. You know, to Molech. And that's a strange God to Yahweh Shimon Shah. He said, it hasn't came to my mind for them to do that, man. You know, when you understand the scriptures, man, you got our people, they allow their children to be sacrificed to these strange gods, man. You know, meaning that you even have these celebrities, you know, sacrifice their loved ones to these strange gods. Why is that? Because of fame and fortune. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them do that for witchcraft, man. For sorcery. You know, to put enchantments upon the children of Israel. Especially our own people. But the scriptures also say that there's no enchantment that's going to stand against Israel. You know, roughly paraphrase. And there's no enchantment going to stand against the elect of the house of Israel. You know? And we got to be mindful of that, because don't let your seed or your children be sacrificed to a strange God. You know what I'm saying? Give our children to Yahweh Shimon Shah, meaning that, you know what I'm saying? Give our children to the Most High, man. I make it acceptable, a living sacrifice to Yahweh Shimon Shah. You know, as the scripture said, which is holy and acceptable and reasonable. You know, and read unto your service, you know, roughly paraphrase, you know, we should make our bodies a living sacrifice, man. You know, if we do sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about in the sense of sacrificing ourselves, you know, our body, our time, our energy, we should give it to Yahweh Shah, and not no strange God, man. Again, don't let your children pass through the fire of Molech. Don't sacrifice your child to a strange God, man. Because Yahweh Shimon Shah frowns upon that very dearly. And you see a lot of that practice goes on here in Babylon the Great, whether you want to believe it or not. A lot of enchantment, a lot of wickedness goes on in this place, man. And that's really why Yahweh Shimon Shah is going to have to intervene. You're going to have to take this place down, man. You got to take this kingdom down. Because you got a lot of child sacrifice that is going on. You got a lot of witchcraft that's going on. You got a lot of people sacrificing their loved ones to a strange God, man. You know, and just walk circumspect and be mindful of that. And with that, I pray you brothers have been edified. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and great wisdom. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the world worldwide. See you again with another lesson real soon. Yahweh willing. Shalom, Baba Ball, Yahshua. Shalom.